Hello and welcome to the GMS Magazine video channel being recorded at La Base Secreta, the premier board game cafe in the heart of Valencia in Spain. Civilization building games are very popular and some of them are absolutely fantastically good. And the Korean company Bakum Games is actually trying to make its mark by releasing Generalship, a game that takes you from the 4th century to, I don't know, a lot modern eras now. But although the box looks absolutely fantastic, are the contents worth the amount of money that you have to spend to get your hands on it? Welcome to the GMS Magazine unboxing videos. Occident inspiration comes to the Far East from Korean company Bakum that's created Generalship, a kind of civilization building game that takes us from the 4th century to the 19th century, which is very recent. And they show that by taking all these people on here who all look very regal and very Roman, except that one who looks like it's going to about stab you in the guts for something that you've done, which is very strange. The game is for 14 up, so it's a very kind of grown up, it's meant to be game, and it takes between 1 and 2 hours to play. That's a very, very massive difference, and it's between 2 and 4 players. Very thick box. Damn, they know how to make boxes in Korea. That is quite amazing, I have to say. Really, really thick. And that is good for reasons that I will tell you about a little bit later. The rule book, printed in standard quality paper, can be anything, I tell you, is very thick. Very, very thick. There are an awful lot of rules. There are an awful lot of illustrations in this game. There are an awful lot of tiles, which I really like. And there are a lot of rules. Here we start, we continue, and on, and on, and on, and on, and keep going. You get the gist. This is 22 pages of rules. This is the heck of a complex game. It's slightly less complex once you start playing it. When I interviewed the designer at Spiel, at least he made it sound a lot simpler than the rules make it look. So, one to remember, you will have to read a fair number of rules. Inside, we find a rather untidy, sorry about that, box with a lot of good quality components. I have to say, I was very impressed when I saw the game about the quality of the components. Let me just put this away. And how many of them. Firstly, we get the board tiles. And there are a lot of them. Now the graphic design is nothing too fantastic. It's nothing too. It's not great. I have to say. They could have done something a bit more interesting. You know, this map could be a little bit bigger. These icons could be a little bit more exciting. So could these. You know, the icons. There's plenty of space. So why not making them a little bit bigger? There are a lot of tiles, a huge amount of tiles to make a lot of boards. So, from that point of view, large boards Dynamic tiling, that's something I like. And we get underneath, we get more little boards, very good quality, again, a couple of millimeters thick, but fairly rigid, laminated, very simple iconography. And these are actually a little bit easier to read, I have to say, because you get everything in the right places. So these are easier to read. Only just. We get more small tokens. These are slightly more difficult to read because they are very small. You have to, actually the text is important and the font is tiny. They've made it italic to make matters worse. They've made it italic and tiny, and the lamination makes the whole thing a little bit blurry. So I am struggling to read from the distance where I am, and yeah, I do have glasses, so I have myopia. I have difficulties reading everything. So, one to keep in mind. Let's put this away. Now we have our deck of cards. Very nice of them to actually put these recesses in the bed, so you can open them, you can get them out easily enough. And these are meant to be easy to open, meant to be. Maybe I've spoken too soon. Have I spoken too soon? No. Okay. So we open these. The cards are thin. The cards are very thin, and because of the size, I don't know how easy they will be to sleeve, but they are beautiful. They really are very nice looking. Again, the iconography is small. I don't understand why, because there's plenty of space to make the icons a lot bigger, much easier to see. And so with words, with all the texting here, it could be a tiny bit larger to make it easier for you to see everything. Look, it's particles. Can you see? So the printing is great, don't get me wrong, please don't get me wrong. It's very sharp, everything looks vivid, all the colors look vivid. The printing is great, but the anatomy of the card is not all that perfect. It could be a little bit better, if anything, because the text could be a little bit bigger. That would make things easier to read. Another deck of cards. Let's open it just because. Yeah, still thin. These are a little bit easier to read because it's just a table and it tells you exactly what kind of soldier you have. The icons are clear enough and it tells you exactly what they are. You know, the long-range infantry, the cavalry, the irregulars, so on and so forth. Then you have yet another deck of cards, and then yet another little deck of small cards, lots of cards. Then you have wooden tokens with painted icons on top of them. Ooh, painted and reseated. They are not just painted, they've been laser carved or similar, because the wood is black, but these things are laser carved inside. So wow, they are beautiful. They really are very nice and feel very good in your hand. There are a number of them. And they'll go there. Then we get nothing much to say about them, to be honest. They're just little color cylinders in wood and small cubes, lots of them. Then we get 2 bags of tokens. Again, they're quite thin, but they're rigid enough. The icons here are okay. Nicely printed. These are all minerals. And I'm guessing the number of minerals in here, this is 3, that would be 1. Will have an impact in game. And then we have more tokens with wheat. See, and these are very easy to read, so they are good from the design point of view, they're good. It's just the layout of the cards, not great. And now we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 packs of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 7 packets of 30 wooden tokens each with, see, they haven't made that one easy for me to open. Thank you, Wacom. With different cavalry. That you get here, and infantry that you get there, and look, cannons. Wow. Wow, that's a lot of tokens. And now I need to take this out because there's something I need to show you. And yes, the box inside is empty, but, and this is a really, really quirky, weird thing. That's your board. That's your game board. It is on the back of the game. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That's on the back of the game. Your box is your board. Now, I hope this is going to be large enough. But the truth is, I have no idea, because you're going to be combining the board that you play with these hexagons and that. And that is very strange. And that to me makes it quite exciting, because this may be a very different type of game. Of course, I will be scanning this, printing it and laminating to make sure that this doesn't get all dirty when I'm playing it. But this is exciting. You know, for being the first game I see from this company, just the sheer amount of components is incredibly exciting and very impressive, I have to say. Now, is the game going to be as fun to play? I have no idea, and although I have to say that there are a few things here and there that I will want to improve, you know, the size of the text, the size of some of the icons on the cards, but overall, I'm quite looking forward to having a couple of days to read those rules. This is going to be a game that will take a lot of time and investment, but I get the feeling if you're looking for a deep, very strategy, long game, this is something that would be probably very well worth considering. From the point of view of the quality of the components, absolutely top notch. Really loving it. So yeah, I think Wacom could be having something great in this box. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can keep up with all the videos that we're going to be producing. And please do leave us, you know, down there your comments. We'd love to hear what you have to say. But until the next time, and from La Base Secreta in Valencia, thank you very much indeed for watching.